In this video, I'm going to talk about holding your rope and storing your rope. You notice as you look at this rope that I have here, it's pretty evenly put together. Nice coils stacked one on top of the other. That's the way we'd like to have our rope when we're storing it on our saddle or when we're carrying it around. Or you might have it on a peg holding it up on the wall. You might put it on a table flat or even on the floor, or in your trailer, your truck, something like that. But what we don't want to do is have it all wadded up, have it looking like a bunch of spaghetti, because it does have a tendency to remember the way it was put down, and it kind of, well, has memory, so it'll hold that shape. If you hold it in a position where it's nice and neat, it's going to stay that way. If you throw it in a corner all wadded up, it's going to be that way too. So think about keeping it nice and neat. Now, you notice I have a metal swivel Honda on here, and typically, whether I have it stored on my saddle or I'm carrying it around or have it on a peg on the wall, I'm going to have that Honda in about the 2 to 3 o'clock position. If I go around too far, like this, that's going to get sloppy and come out here, and we don't want that. It just doesn't look good, and it's not handy to grab to make a loop later on. So we want to hold that in the 2 to 3 o'clock position. We never want to put this on our saddle backwards. You'll see this sometimes, and we want to avoid doing that. Telltale sign of that, even if you can't see the Honda, the tail of the rope is towards the front of the horse. So that's telling us that that rope is on that saddle backwards, and we'd rather not do that. So another thing to look for is the tail end of your rope being free of the coils. We'll get into this later on, but what can happen if the tail of the rope is in here? It could get into your coils and actually create a half hitch or something that could be quite dangerous if you were using your rope and it came to the end and got to that coil, and that half hitch could get around your foot or your horse's foot, your arm, your neck, something you might want to take care of later on. So be mindful of that. And that's about it for holding your rope and storing your rope.